What's going on, my good people? So we back at it again. Business in the cut. We have a lot of people, a lot of people, big business people making our city look great. So we're gonna first start off with a good friend of mine, which all these are my good friends. What's your name, sir?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, people might not know you.
Chuck Price, yeah.
Chuck Price is in the building. Y'all know him. Y'all know him. Chuck Price is in the building. So what's your name, ma'am?
Nina Spear.
Nina Spear. Okay. And we don't have the mics, but we're gonna get y'all some mics for the next one. So maybe y'all can hear. Can you hear them?
I'm loud enough. You probably can hear.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Both
about.
of them.
What's your name?
Sheree Perry.
Sheree Perry. What's your name?
I'm Royal Cromwell.
Royal Cromwell. Your name sounds expensive. Yeah.
It sounds like a bag. I need.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So okay. So what we gonna do? We're gonna start off with Chuck Price. Chuck, what do you do for the people who don't know what you do?
Legal work for the city of Birmingham.
Is that what you gonna do it like that?
Yeah.
The legal work for the city of Birmingham.
That's what I tell people. That's the tagline.
Really?
Yeah. I resolve disputes for the city of Birmingham. What's cracking?
All my people know who you are anyway.
Well, then I ain't gotta say it.
I mean, but for the ones who don't, can you tell them what you do?
Municipal court judge.
You what?
A municipal court judge.
A municipal court judge. Y'all see how cool he look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, out here.
Yeah.
The bow tie.
People,
Hey, man, you know,
listen,
every day.
People always tell me
That's
like,
his
man, that's a judge.
I love the bow tie.
Man, he's so fly,
Every day.
man.
Every day.
Yeah. So.
In the jacket, in the jacket.
Yeah. Y'all see that?
Oh, that
With
one
the purple
playing.
line.
Court. That coordination
Nope.
wasn't even playing. Yo. I ain't even know.
See, when you that good.
Unless you Emory Anthony or one of the other ones, you know what I'm saying? They call him the dapper defender in the newspaper one time, Emory Anthony. So unless you want to, ain't no judges dressing like this.
Man, whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
I got to put on clothes.
Yeah. So you're a municipal court judge. What does that entail, sir?
We handle, I don't do a lot of tickets, but so at the municipal court, we handle any sort of traffic violations, any sort of tag tickets, driver's license tickets, and any misdemeanors that people catch in the city of Birmingham.
Okay. So if a person comes to you, you know, they got a ticket or whatever, I assume, I know already, but I assume that you help a lot of people.
I try to.
Yeah. The ones that help themselves.
Got to. I mean, so the tagline at the courthouse is where accountability meets compassion, right? So, like, you know, we're going to try to help you out on the back end, but you got to hold you accountable for it, too.
Okay. Well, I got a question. How did you get started? What made you want to be a judge?
I ran from the real world.
Ran from the real world. Okay.
I graduated. When I left school, I wasn't ready for the real world, so I was like, the safest thing to be in the world is a student, so I went to law school.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, what law school did you go to?
Creighton University out in Omaha, Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So how long have you been a judge?
January of 2017, so 5 years, 5 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do good in school?
You
I
know,
have to ask that question
I did
for all the young people that you know.
Nah, yeah. College, scholarship, whatever. When I graduated high school, I thought I was gonna hoop. Then my dad told me one day, he was like, "Hey man, you already taller than me. You ain't gonna grow no more, so you need to get in these books."
It killed your dream.
Yeah. So got a scholarship. You know, went to school, went to Morehouse, whatever. Graduated there. Went to Creighton University. I was hooping then too, but still in the books. So graduated.
So you're a judge that can hoop.
You can get these buckets. Do not let this fool you.
Okay.
You can get these buckets.
Okay.
And then after that, I clerked for the Alabama Supreme Court for a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you originally from Birmingham?
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Yeah.
From the Gump.
I'm from Montgomery.
Okay. All right. Montgomery over Birmingham.
I'm from Montgomery. I live in Birmingham.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Okay. So I'm gonna come back to you, Nina. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
So, actually from Birmingham, but
Okay.
everyone says I'm not because
Okay.
I went to Homewood, so, you know,
Okay.
I still claim y'all, though.
Okay.
I'm a trademark attorney here in Birmingham. I also do expungements pro bono right now in partnership with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I really enjoy just kind of like telling people I claim Howard as my stomping ground where I found my people. I went to Homewood High School for high school, and I went to University of Alabama School of Law for law school.
Alabama School of Law.
Yeah.
Okay. Expungements.
Ooh,
So let's get into that a little bit.
that's fun.
All right. And you partner with the sheriff's department.
Yeah, I started with their Jobs Not Jails program, and I really, really liked the programs they were putting in the city. So I said, well, I could just kind of help out and do this more often. And then it just became like a thing for me to fix. Like there was no clear system, so I figured it out.
Is it hard helping people expunge their record?
No,
No.
Okay.
I've reduced it to like 15 minutes by the time they talk to me because they get their stuff done through the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department.
You know, a lot of people don't know about that program, and a lot of people don't know about the city of Birmingham's program with helping them with the tickets. And I talk to a lot of people on a regular basis, and that expungement that's holding a lot of people back from getting good jobs because they just don't know,
All right, two things.
Okay.
Let me jump in here before she talks, because it's a natural segue. So the Mayor Woodfin, has a program in the city of Birmingham. If you got any dope case, you pled guilty to any sort of dope case, or was found guilty of a dope case, meaning possession, drug paraphernalia, any sort of possession case. He has a program called Pardons for Progress. The whole point of Pardons for Progress is if you've completed doing whatever it is that you're supposed to do, you had to take drug tests, you had to pay money, you had to do community service, whatever. If everything that you did is done, then you can apply for a pardon. It's just literally you Google Pardons for Progress, it'll take you to the city's website, you fill out an application, and then you hit submit, and then he reviews it, and he gives you a pardon. And the whole point is the mayor does not feel as though anybody should be prohibited from getting a job if they've been found guilty or pled guilty to a misdemeanor drug conviction. So once that pardon happens, and he ain't said no to nobody yet, okay? Once that pardon happens, then you can get the arrest expunged off your record. Go.
Yes. So if you have been convicted, the issue is always that you need a pardon first before you can move to the next part. So most people, they've done all the stuff they need to do. The time has passed for a long period of time, but they don't have the pardon. So if you get convicted of a felony or misdemeanor, the rule isn't you can do one of 8 things. You got to do all 8 things on the list. If you get null prost, where basically they don't prosecute against you, or you get the case dismissed because you're not found guilty, then you're good.
91 days, right?
Yeah, you just 91 days, and then we can start filing your expungement work. But a lot of people got convicted because they didn't have what they needed, and a lot of them come to me and they're like, Nina, I got a felony. It's possible.
Yeah.
And now they've added a provision even if you were a victim of sex trafficking and you committed a crime because you were a victim of sex trafficking. They have it built in where even that felony, if you were convicted of doing something but you did it because of that happening to you, then they'll also expunge it from your record without needing that extra step of a pardon. So it's stuff that if you look at it, I just called Aaliyah. Like, I really wanted to know what was going on, and I couldn't get a clear answer from anybody, and I found, I think, the Alabama expungement lawyer online. I think it's the only person I knew that was doing anything about it, but I still didn't have a clear answer because the forms that the Alabama expungement lawyer had weren't updated. So I called Aaliyah myself. All the people sent me the new forms, sent me the new documents, because what we had was the old stuff that was online because they hadn't updated the forms that were even online. So that's why people were not sure how to fill it out. We were sitting at the desk at the Jobs Not Jail thing, like trying to figure out how to help people. And then finally we figured out the system. They don't need to do the correction part. And that's what they were getting confused about. They thought they needed to correct their record, so they needed to correct something in their criminal history. And that's what was holding everybody up. They weren't sure how to fill out the forms. So they updated them.
So the governor passed into law the Alabama Expungement Act, whatever, or updated it, and so made it clearer so you can look it up. I think it costs you, what, $500 now?
Yeah, $500 per arrest.
Per
if
arrest.
you have multiple crimes in that same arrest, they can all fall under that $500. But if you got 2010, 2011, $500 apiece.
Yeah, so if you got misdemeanors, the time frame is a little bit different. Like you said, if you case got dismissed or null pros, meaning you get found guilty, on a misdemeanor you can start 91 days after. If you get found guilty, you get put on probation. What is it, 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years, and then felonies are a little bit different. But the whole point of this is to make this thing clearer, and they added a whole bunch of misdemeanors and felonies to this to help people get their records clear so you can get a job. So you ain't got to say, I've found guilty, because once you get the arrest expunged off your record, you ain't got to say there's no arrest.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to say I was found guilty or pled guilty to this drug conviction, misdemeanor, whatever. So
I had a friend that was trying to open up a school in South Carolina, but he's from here, and he had a case here, over with, done, years and years and years, doing well for himself. But they said, well, your record's not clear.
right.
He tried everything to get his record clear. And, just by him not knowing a lot of lawyers and stuff like that. So I tried to help him. Couldn't really get him with the right lawyer. So he's still trying to, but he had an opportunity to open up a school, a barbering school. So I mean, this is great information.
If it's a misdemeanor, tell them to come down and
And it's
holler.
really a misdemeanor.
If it's a misdemeanor, tell them to come down to Birmingham Municipal Court, go to the records department. They'll look it up, find me, find Judge Sparks, Judge Gilliam, somebody, and then, probably give them a court date, and then we can go from there.
Okay. So, what we're going to do. Now, I need to know what you do.
All right.
I've already heard you speak, but the people need to know what you do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, again, I am Sheree Perry. A little bit of background about me. I have been in people management and people leadership for over 20 years now.
Okay.
I am the owner of Azalea J Boutique. I have an online store, all things women's, teenagers, hair, eyelashes, you name it. It's on my website, azaleaj.com. In addition to that, I am the owner of 8th Element Events. We do all event hosting from virtual to physical in person, weddings, trapping paint, sipping paints, catering, everything you can pretty much think about. 8th Elements does that. So a serial entrepreneur, that's pretty much what you can call
Trap
me.
and paint.
Wait, yeah, that's what I'm confused.
Yeah.
Trap and paint?
Oh,
Trap,
You
can
don't
say
know.
trap and paint,
Trap
sip and
music.
paint, party and paint.
trap music
Oh.
and painting.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Dance
was
a little bit, dance a little bit.
So trapping your line of work is a little bit
that.
different.
I was confused.
Oh, no,
I was confused.
no. So let's define
Trap
trap.
music.
The definition of trap
Like we,
paint.
like we at the bando?
Yeah.
Like what we doing?
Right,
Yeah, we
get
sitting in the bando.
vibes
We
with
sitting in
We're
the
sitting in the bando, and you know what? Since
Not
we in the
trapping.
bando, let's go and paint
We
some.
at, it's the bando without the band.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
It's in the dough.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I'm the sip and paint lady throughout the city. A little bit about me. I actually attended Talladega College. I have a bachelor's degree in organizational management. I have a master's degree in computer science and cybersecurity. So I am all things HBCU. And as I stated, I've been people managing for the last 22 years. So it doesn't matter what you bring me, I can bring out the best in you.
I met your new president yesterday
So,
You did.
of Talladega. Yeah, Talladega College. Yeah.
is it a way you can move the camera, so we can get? Yeah. I wanna get them in this shot.
Met him with Chris Shepard.
Chris, my cousin.
Okay. Yeah, he was.
We
Uh,
was together Saturday.
What?
Yeah.
What, top, tin roof?
Yeah, we were at 10 Roof
Yeah. So
Saturday.
I met him just yesterday.
Yeah,
And
we-
Walbott King.
Yeah,
That,
Shep and I have an event that we're hosting on August the 1st. It's for the Alabama Autism Society at City Club Birmingham.
Yeah.
So we'll be there hosting on Friday.
Okay.
So if you haven't gotten a ticket, guys, you still can go get a ticket. They're
Yes,
$100.
it's brought to you by the 4-1 organization.
Yes.
I got a cousin. I got two cousins on the spectrum. My man got his son on the spectrum, so I'll make sure I let him know.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Our proceeds are going to Alabama Society of Autism.
Okay. You say August
So-
1st?
Yes, Friday.
Just to let everybody know what we're
April
doing.
April 1st. Oh,
Uh,
April Fool's Day. Oh, this,
Friday.
this upcoming Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We have iDope Media in the building, and I wanted to get everybody in the shot, so we're making it so that we
He
can
always
get everybody in the shot. So shout out to iDope Media, being able to move on point. Can you get everybody in there? Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
You good?
Let me see. We good? All right. And so it'll pan from. See. Oh, okay. So with iDope Media, we can pan back and forth. Shout out to iDope Media.
We good. We good.
Yeah, that's right. So I didn't mean to stop you, but
That was pretty much
Okay.
That was pretty much
Okay.
my wrap up.
now I heard you speak last week on the event, What do you do?
So my name again is Royal Cromwell. I am a model coach. I have my own modeling school here called the Royal Factotum. I specialize on more so editorial and catwalk, runway, because in this community, the artistic community here in Birmingham, we don't have anybody that's sitting there making a lane for our girls and our guys to get booked and seen. And we have a lot of talent here. So those are the two most popular lanes for modeling, including commercial, to get them booked and seen. So that's what I focus on mostly in my school, and family. So I'm very big family oriented. We're a family. We work together. We eat together. We practice together. We make mistakes together. That's how I am. Also, I'm an internationally certified holistic practitioner. I started, along a lot of other people, a business during COVID called Ally Healing, because everybody around me was getting sick left or right, and I was not, because of the way I was raised by my grandmother. She was very well into, boiling ginger and, tea tree oil rub downs and all different types of stuff like that. So that's the kind of stuff I kind of sell and do, along with holistic jewelry, which Sheree is actually wearing. And I do that.
So you make holistic jewelry?
Yes.
Crystals.
Yes. So the little fun thing behind that, I actually studied a little bit at the University of Minnesota. I got a diploma in herbal medicine, but they also teach you about crystals in that course. And in that course, you learn the scientifics behind crystals and the magnetic energies inside of them. Humans have over 100 minerals inside of their bodies that they don't even take care of. So when you mix certain magnetic fields with the magnetic fields that are already inside of you, they do cause chemical reactions. So that's what I
Chemical imbalance? That's where that come from?
Yeah, so a lot of people can be like, when you hear people that's like, oh, I have a terrible headache or something like that. I actually suffered from migraines for a few years, and I had to take out pork. I had to take out a lot of sugar. I had to take out a lot of things out of my diet before my body was balanced and wasn't overriding that caused those migraines. Well, some people, they just might have been in a frustrated environment, and so therefore the chemicals are easily able to be thrown off balance. So if I give them an amethyst, for example, for migraines, it'll help balance out and defend their blood levels from rising so far, because the zinc inside of them is not responding well to the stress level that they have. So that's kind of what I studied there. I also kind of, for the past 6 years, I've been in restaurant management. I graduated from University of Florida Atlantic with a diploma in hospitality and tourism management. I love serving people. So that's kind of what my career is really built around. I've been a level C executive assistant to a lot of executives and council members, like Sheila Tyson and Deshauna Scales. So that's kind of what I do. If you need me, I'm there. I work. I put my best for it. But at the core, I'm a life coach.
So, let me do this. Do you think if she moves right here, we can see? Because
Yeah, because either she's gonna have to lean back.
Okay.
well, I can do it like this. Kind of.
Yeah.
We just doing all this on the fly, yo.
Hey, we doing it on the fly. This
Adult media.
Like 85 South. Hey, Adult media.
Adult media.
You know?
It's more natural that way.
Yeah, I like it. I like it better.
I like for the audience to be like, I was with them when they was getting their stuff together.
That's right. That's right.
This joint organically.
Look, listen, y'all don't know where we started from. we
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
we started from over in the corner with nothing, with no sound. Then we went from just no lighting, and it was like, well, you need to get your lighting right. Now we got lighting, and it was like, okay, so we got the sound, we got the lighting, and now we got Adult media. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
How you got a podcast with no sound?
Hey, no, but see,
You doing sign language?
We weren't gonna say that.
but see, this is the
You
thing.
was writing things down?
When I first started,
Typing it.
I was trying to get my sound right, but I couldn't really get my sound right. Because, first of all,
I love it.
I didn't know nothing about no podcast.
You weren't gonna
I was riding
I
one
was
day.
just gonna let
let
it
it
ride.
ride.
I was riding one day, and God gave me an idea, and I was like, podcast. So I was like, okay.
You was riding to cut somebody's hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it was like, podcast. So I was like, okay. And it just happened.
Okay.
And, hey.
Podcast, no sound.
I did 20 so far.
Look at you.
So much.
Don't block your blessings.
That's right. That's right. You got to be obedient when he speaks to you.
I understand.
Oh.
Hey, let him use you. Be a
Get the
vessel.
word.
Yeah.
Be a vessel.
Put the word, you guys.
Yeah.
It's Sunday somewhere.
So let me ask you, are we getting everybody now?
Yeah, because what I have to do is when each person talks, you just have to.
Yeah.
Pan.
All right, pan that thing. Pan that thing. All right.
Hey,
Everybody
Quick,
too.
y'all don't worry.
So I got a question. How old are you?
Me, so I'm 21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So my mother ended up getting very sick when I was 15. She thought she was diagnosed with cancer. Cancer actually runs in our family. I'm a very big advocate for breast cancer. So around that time, I also have a little brother and some nephews. So around that time, I ended up having to drop out of high school and having to get a job and having to help my mom because she's frantic. We don't have any family. All our family passed. So that's how we ended up here. I'm originally from New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So,
that was gonna be my next question.
yeah, so I'm originally from New Jersey. She's actually from here. I was born in Atlanta, and immediately we shipped off to New Jersey.
Okay.
And so after all that kind of happened, I did end up going to school, getting my GED, going to get a
Congratulations
diploma.
on that.
Thank you. Going to get my diploma for at college. And so I definitely recommend telling people like the GED system in Alabama is very, very, very simple and easy. If you need help, my family owns the Danner Project. I'm a tutorer in it. I'm a certified GED plus trainer. So those are things like I'm very big on that. So yeah, since 15 to now, I've actually had to jump in the adult world and figure things out. And so a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're 21." I'm like, "Yeah."
Hey, that's some good stuff. I mean, a lot of I had to grow up fast, so I got to give a couple of shout outs. I always do this, and I'm gonna need y'all help later on to give because we shout out food trucks on mine.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, we love food now. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna shout out my daughter first because I got in trouble one time. So I'm gonna shout out Glow Collections.
Yes,
That's
Glow.
my daughter, Gloria Moore. Slum, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Knight, that's my cousin. The president of Miles College doing a phenomenal job. I'm so proud of her.
She just increased enrollment over there.
And just increased enrollment. I mean, she's doing a great job with the scholarships. I mean, she's doing a great job. I got a good friend of mine, Joseph Hope. I mean, this guy is really, really like killing it in the real estate industry. And Matthew Gregory. And I'm gonna shout out my mama.
Yes,
You should.
Mama.
You
Shout out my mama
I love you.
for making me and for standing behind me and always being there. So
Probably should have started there.
yeah, no, we got it. No, we say the best for last.
Okay.
Because
Hey, man.
yeah, he gonna always have some dry coming. I mean, because if it wasn't for my mama, I wouldn't be the man that I am.
Amen.
So I want to shout her out. Now, food trucks. Give me 2 food trucks that you like.
Well, actually, I was just at one last night.
All right.
Oh my God.
So we both were just at one last night. Chef Catering.
Chef Catering.
Chef Catering. By Ray
Franklin.
Okay.
When it comes to the city, like he is the man when it comes to food and
Okay.
influence. Like,
Man, we had. Don't be mad with me, Ray, but I think we had some garlic honey
Ciroc wings.
Garlic honey Ciroc wings.
Man,
Yes.
when I tell you, they were absolutely amazing.
They melted in your mouth.
Yes,
They
and
had
then
a nice
he had
little
seafood
kick.
paired with seafood, macaroni, and cheese.
Mm.
This was all in front of Casanova last night.
Okay.
He had seafood.
Y'all was hanging last night.
Yeah, just a
Uh,
little.
just
Sunday fun
We
day.
had a photo shoot and a business meet earlier
Okay.
today, so we tried
Okay.
to end it on a
Work and
high
play, work and play.
note, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, he had that, and then he had pulled pork sliders.
Okay.
Then he had fried salmon nachos.
Cajun fried salmon nachos.
Cajun fried salmon nachos.
I mean, all that sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
like when I say that's the thing. I love food trucks, but when you can give me a homey feel and keep it on the truck, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I feel that. So that's y'all two together, right?
Yeah, that's
All right. Hand it over here to Chuck.
What's up?
Food trucks.
Yeah, for me it's different. I'm not a carnivore, so Underground Vegan when they had their joint,
Underground Vegan, okay.
Simone's joint, she always
Okay.
does up something for me,
Okay.
some vegetables on fries or whatever. And then my people over at Continental Drift, my man Lil John and Eric about to open a bar. It's a rum forward bar called Continental Drift where the old Berthon's Cleaners was on 7th Avenue South.
Yeah.
So they have a food truck out there, and they got like braised collard greens that are to die for.
Braised collard green.
Yeah,
Okay.
they good. They hot now.
Okay.
You're gonna need something.
Okay.
Yeah, take that temperature down. But those are the 3 that I, for the most part.
Okay. Nina.
All right, so this one is supposedly the oldest food truck in Birmingham, so it's Mr. Travis.
I knew you.
I love him.
I knew it.
I knew you
Every
was saying-
time he's at any event, I go and get the Big Bear burger. I love it. Like it's just so well made. And we waited in the rain for it one time outside of Legion Field. I kid you not. Everyone was bragging about it. And they were standing in the rain so much so that I came out from my shelter from the rain and got in line and stood in there to get it. And it was well worth it. Every time I see him posted up, I just go on over there and pay my very expensive price for my burger. There's never fries left over. And then Simone's Kitchen, ATL Kitchen. All her pasta just get me every time. Anytime she makes anything with pasta, shrimp pasta, anything she put in her pasta, it is bomb.
Let me say this too about Travis. Like, I don't rock with Travis no more. I mean, I do, but I rock with Damien because his son.
Okay.
So his son is the original Travis, right? They got the polar bears and all that stuff. I don't eat any of that anymore. But Damien, I think he still posts up over at Saturn. So he's got like Hempe burgers. Yeah, in Avondale. Yeah. So he's got like Hempe burgers, and he's always Beyond Burger or whatever. So if I see him, he'll do it up that way. So yeah, shout out to Travis and all that.
You gotta check out Juniper. You haven't already checked.
I've been there.
We have a friend, Thyme. Shout out to Thyme.
I missed his party.
Yeah.
My man Mark. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Last Sunday, right? Yeah, I heard it jump.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was nothing.
We got a lot of common circles here.
Right?
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
It's a cool spot though.
Yes, it's a beautiful spot.
I got now I ate at A-Town. I think is that it?
Yeah.
A-Town.
Yeah.
I ate there and they got me. They got me. Cause I got what did I get? I got the wings. The wings was okay, but a friend of mine had a quesadilla, and then I started trying to sell the wings to people out there. Cause I wanted that quesadilla was jumping. But that's okay. Wednesday, I'm coming back to A-Town. But I went to Jolly Treats. Jolly Treats. I went to that food truck, and then I saw the other food truck, the corn.
Oh yeah, the
Pop
Pop and Pop.
Oh yeah, I had that.
Oh, I've heard about them.
Yeah.
With the Doritos and the corn and all this.
Yeah, so I went to the corn truck, but they had a little line.
You talking about All Shook?
All Shook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
All
my
Shook.
other place.
Yeah, I went there, but they had a little line, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, All Shook.
But,
that Mexican corn, man.
I try to shout out food truck, and we did so many last week. I'm not gonna do that today.
Okay.
But we try to shout out the food truck because I love the way that the food trucks are getting together. So that's just my personal thing. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Yo Chef.
Yo Chef.
That's where we are.
So when I say this, when I say who chef, y'all got to say Yo Chef. So that's our thing. So who chef?
Yo Chef.
Shout out to Kashif, you know what I'm saying, and TJ and all the staff of Yo Chef, for making it happen. We doing some things in the city with Yo Chef, and I want to shout out to y'all for coming and supporting me and whatever, and shout out to y'all for what y'all doing with helping people, get to where they need to be in life. Y'all, a lot of people might say that your job is not important. Oh, he's just a judge. And, all she does bring. No, y'all done way more than that. But we really thank y'all for what y'all do. So.
Can I circle back around to something he was talking about earlier?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Birmingham Municipal Court. We got a relationship with the Dannon Project, and so typically they do all sorts of wraparound services. You go over there. You ain't got to be court ordered. You go over there, get CNA, phlebotomy, welding, all that. So, but he was just talking about the GED program. They also now have a program where you can actually get your high school diploma, which is a little bit different than a GED, right? So you get your high school diploma, you can get it in as little as 2 weeks. So shout out to the Dannon Project, man.
Amen.
The Pruitts, all them, they doing all that good stuff.
And I want to say something too, because I apologize too. Shout out to the Dannon Project.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Because for the simple fact that before those young men go get on their job, they got to come to me and get a haircut.
Right.
So they always have me to come down.
Yeah. Shout out to Jermaine, the Pruitts, former Counselor Hoyt, now Reverend Hoyt, I guess.
Yeah, Kim, I just to back on your shout out. I love you, Kimberly. Thank you so much, Carrie. Both of them. To the teachers, even if you decide that you want to get your GED, so if I could just talk for that for just a quick second.
Yeah.
The high school diploma is wonderful, and when I attended Ramsey, I was also dual enrolled as well, which is kind of how I got into Florida Atlantic University. But the GED, I was when. Demetrius and Mr. Carey and Miss Veronica, they trained me so well. And now I was going to an IB school. I did not learn anything in that IB school for the most part except for language arts that was in that GED. they trained me for everything on that GED to not only pass it, but to get college credit. My first year of college, when I do decide to go to college, is taken care of because I have enough credit. So if you decide to do anything with your GED or whatever, they have the best tutors there or a high school diploma. So make sure you weigh your options and talk to them because they loving people.
They just gonna help you, yo.
And
it's free. Everything free.
While we loving on the Dannon Project, this is how small the world it was. So back in 2013, when I was at Howard University, I needed to get a summer internship so I could apply for this program at Harvard Business School. And lo and behold, I went to the Dannon Project, and Carrie was my direct boss.
Yes,
and I got to work on the Summer Youth Employment Project, working on getting kids that were between the ages of 16 and 21, trying to get them jobs because their families were from lower socioeconomic classes. And I got to see it when it was back, y'all, over there behind the Legacy Federal Credit. I got to see it when it was on that second floor back there, and to watch Carrie have grown that business as much as she has, to watch all the people that she's helped, just to do that job where I was really helping and calling up these kids and like, hey, you need to do this. You need to go get this job. You can get a job. All you got to do is have this, this, and this. It gave me such clarity, and she wrote such a glowing review of me as a person who was working there that I got a chance to go to that business program for a week at Harvard Business School. And I just so proud because it was up there like Nina Spear, Birmingham, Alabama, the Dannon Project. And we were at Harvard Business School learning about how businesses work, and it was all because I got a chance. Kara created this position. It wasn't something that I just had. Like, I got a chance to work for her, and she wrote it directly. Like, she didn't push it off to nobody else. She wrote that recommendation letter, and still, I love you, Kara. I do. I just want to let you know.
Well, shout out to Kara.
Sweet people in this city, man. Like,
It really is. It really is. There's a lot of people that has a lot of knowledge that can help. You know, we just have to take advantage of and stop making excuses.
Absolutely.
So
I really encourage people because at the age of 15, 16, at 13, I developed a recycling initiative for Birmingham City Schools to have recycling education dispensals, no charge at city, no charge at schools. And the city council, all I had to do was go sit on the city council meeting.
That's it.
I encourage fellow citizens, if you have an issue, if you have a dream, if you have an initiative, if you have a cause, if you have whatever, go sit at the city council and talk to those people and let them know what you're trying to do. Because they helped me get thousands of dollars for that, and partner with Alabama Environmental Council. Like we have people in this city. So when people want to talk about that, no, the city's not doing anything. They don't know.
They don't know.
Nobody's sitting in that
You
room.
have to go and find out for yourself.
Yeah.
And share knowledge. You definitely have to share knowledge, because I can honestly and truly say that times have changed so much. In my early 20s, it was before any degrees, before any of that. I also had my own struggles. I've been homeless. I've lived myself in Salvation Army with my daughter, who is 15 today. Happy birthday.
Happy
Stevie.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
I was about to say, your early 20s, that's about 5 years ago, ain't it?
Hey. So in my early 20s, I went through my own struggles. House fire, I literally only had the clothes that were on my back. When I tell you, I know what it is to be in a space and you feel like there is no up, there is no out, because you don't know who to ask, you don't know what to ask, you don't know the resources are out there. And kind of like you said, one day I was just there and God hit me, and it's like he just gave me his word right then and there. And it said, Sheree, start reaching out. And so I just started Googling and researching stuff, and I ran across this lady named Miss Hagler. I don't even know if she's still at JCCEO, but she told me about the homeless prevention program. And I went through there. They literally paid my rent for a year for me to get on my feet. And this has been more than, this has been years ago, like I said, in my early 20s. But I say all of that to say, don't sit alone. Don't be ashamed. Don't sit in your pride. Don't sit in your arrogance. Ask for help.
Amen.
And the help and the resources are out there. I don't care if you got to ask everybody that you meet. Somebody going to give you a hand. I think I was telling Nina earlier today, sometimes you get 10 no's before you get your first yes. Chase the yes, not the no.
So how long ago was that program that helped you with the rent?
That's when I was 15 years.
Almost 15 years.
Yeah.
So I want to shout out to William Barnes.
I was about to do it. And
Birmingham
Urban League.
for what they're doing again with a program that's helping people with their rent and with their bills.
So the city got one for the city of Birmingham. What William and Ladarius and them are doing is for the county. They're not in the city of Birmingham yet. It's an ERAP program. So essentially, if you qualify, they'll pay your rent it's for 9 months, I think, something like that. 9 months in arrears, and then 2 months forward, I think.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, you should be there trying to help you get back on your feet. So Ladarius is often over in Judge Ruby Davis's court because she's the one that's doing evictions over the county. So he gets a list of people, he gets her docket, gets a list of people, goes over there, and then tries to like get people signed up. As long as they're not in the city, they're not in the city of Birmingham yet. But stay tuned.
I'm gonna give another shout out. Shout out to Sean with the Playhouse. You know, she's doing a good job over there. It's very nice, and you go and support her. Support anybody that's doing something, because we have some people that's really doing a good job in our city. Just like he said, you know what I mean. We can really support everybody else. Support your own. So you know, like I said, I really appreciate you all for coming to your shelf and for supporting. And all of you all eat at your shelf, so
Sure
we don't have to talk about how good the food is and the staff and how good the staff is. So we're gonna keep it going. Well, I mean, we've come to a close.
Can I say something else real quick? All right. One of the main reasons I want to be here is because you my guy, number one.
What's that?
Even though you be talking about my hair and my line, because
Hey,
I ain't
man,
had no haircut, no line in no minute.
I'm a barber, man.
That's fine.
I'm a barber.
It's that pandemic no cut I got.
Hey, if that's working for you,
It is what it is. My dad is driving my dad
don't
crazy.
worry about it.
Anyway.
You got to get a cut anyway soon.
I told you, yeah, I'm going to come holler at you. I got to do something before his thing. But anyway, so at the Birmingham Municipal Court, ever since the pandemic started in March of 2020, we've been real lenient, giving people a bunch of continuances because we weren't open for a period of time, so forth, so on. Starting on Monday, if you got a court date, you need to make it. We giving out warrants again. We started issuing FTAs. Now, we ain't done it in 2 years and 2 months, so ain't no more excuses about it. I got to do what I got to do. I didn't feel like it was right for us to start in March because I felt like not enough people knew that this was about to come coming down the pipeline. So that's why I'm trying to hit these circuits and trying to let everybody know starting on Monday. If you got a court date with me, you miss your court date. Unfortunately, there's going to be an FTA for you that day.
If you have a court date,
come to court, boss.
Please come to court before Monday.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're going to have an FTA.
Yeah,
and don't call me saying, hey, don't you know that cool
nah.
judge?
Just period.
I'm like, man.
Who the cool judge? Sparks?
You.
Nah, I don't know.
No, we ain't talking about Sparks. We talking about you. So I'm going to be like, well, no. But look.
We telling people.
Please go to court. If
Monday
you know
forward.
somebody, share this so they can see this. So that way you can, know, hey, you better go to court.
Got to come to court. And we're not like other municipalities, right? So, like, if you walk into the Birmingham Municipal Court with a warrant on you, 98% of the time you're going to walk right back out the front door. We don't arrest nobody. So you got a warrant. You shouldn't be scared to come to court. We're just going to give you another court date, help you get this thing cleared up. But if you get pulled over, you got an FTA out there. Birmingham PD, they about to start picking y'all up. So come to court. Come. You got a court date tomorrow. Come tomorrow, too.
Please.
But starting on Monday, FTA is going to be issued for you that day.
Man, please.
Right.
If you
y'all do not want them FTA fines attached to your sentence. Please.
You don't.
Because now you got to go hire Nina. And then Nina going to be like, well, we tried to tell you. I was on the same podcast. We tried to tell you. So, I mean, hey.
Like Nina, did you call? Did you call
Did
anybody?
you call?
Did you tell anybody?
Did you tell them you had COVID?
Did you ask for a continuance?
Wait a minute.
No.
COVID gone, ain't it?
Well, I guess.
That's all right.
It's hot outside, and everybody outside now.
Hey, man.
We outside.
Come to court.
I need to go back inside for a little bit, though.
So, anything else? What they said? There ain't unfinished business.
Hey, thank you for all you doing too. Hold on,
Let's start with a thank you for you for this moment, just to talk about it.
Hey, it's fun.
And listen, it ain't just the haircuts. Like y'all don't know, man. QB out in these streets too, trying to help cats too. So he a facilitator of relationships, and sometimes you got to acknowledge, man, your barber is your priest, your pastor, your therapist, your best friend. Get your line tight, all that stuff. So we thank you. God thank you too.
I appreciate y'all.
I just want to acknowledge you because you do so much more. Like I just be seeing you over here helping out just because you're just not afraid to pick up something and get your hands dirty. And so many of us don't want to get our hands dirty help. We want everybody to just see us and feel entitled by the thing. That's just not how you operate.
We're all from the dirt.
And I appreciate it. I really do.
Quincy Moore does more. That's what your tagline should be.
Are you running for office?
You ain't got to pay me. You ain't even got to pay me for that one.
Look, you got a campaign assistant right here.
That one's
and
free.
an event planner. There you go.
Hey, we got you. You gonna win with us. We going door to door.
I'm not finna run for office because they don't.
They don't want that.
Well, no.
They don't want the problem.
I don't want to run for office, and I don't want to be no preacher.
Oh Lord.
They ain't gonna like me.
We're not about liking you. It's about making the change.
Hey.
No, shout out to your chef. I can say that this is one of the first places in the city that truly supports our community. And being a place where you can build and you can grow. That's something that's so needed here. So I just really thank them for that, because even on Wednesdays they have the comedian coalition.
Oh yeah.
Every week is something, and it's somebody, and it's just like that's a breath of fresh air. I think that resuscitation is something that this city definitely needs.
You know, we have jazz on Tuesday, and it's growing, and it's becoming to be a nice crowd. So shout out to the jazz artists. Thursday we have karaoke. You know, that for everybody who want to come out and sing and
or think they can sing.
You know, think they can sing and show your
talents.
You know, shout out to y'all too.
Karaoke is about.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be pursuing.
That's right.
Some of them folks take that joint seriously.
Like,
let me sing badly. God.
That's right.
I'm not supposed to hit
Don't
that note
make
like
me
Whitney.
feel
I'm
bad.
not.
But you know what? We have some witnesses that come through here.
I can believe it.
Like, no, I ain't going after her.
You're right. Nah. I need about 4 more people to go.
I'm booing you.
Don't boo me.
What?
Sometimes
Don't you sound
some
good?
songs-
Don't you sound good?
on some
So
songs
if you
I
can
can
sing,
hit a
you get
note,
booed.
y'all.
You
Some
get
songs I can
You
do.
better sound bad. I better hear that badness from the bottom of my heart.
That's like Apollo and Club 88.
You know it's really bad when the words on the screen and you still got to mumble. Cause it's
Man,
going so
listen,
fast.
I see that a lot of times.
Yeah.
The words right, turn around.
I'm
Right
trying
there.
to do it from memory. Just
Right there.
You trying to remember a song that you be singing in your car.
In the shower.
Yeah, you
Right
ever,
there.
In the shower.
you ever recorded
the
that song? You
words
thought
right
you
there.
sounded so good, and then you hit it recorded.
I'm
That was me today.
myself. I know what this gonna sound like. I will not do that.
That's fine. I record you.
No,
Man,
I already have a hard time hearing
Look,
myself.
I got one more thing. I got to do this. I want to shout out again to Kashi for bringing your chef. But I want to shout out to Sterling, which was his partner. His son is TJ. Y'all don't know Sterling, but that's TJ right there. But I want to shout out to Sterling and Famisha. She was TJ's sister and Sterling's daughter. So we want to shout them out. They gone, but rest in peace to them. And so just all the people that make this city do what it do. So I thank y'all again. I really appreciate y'all.
My guy.
My man.
My guy.
Nina. Hey, tell me that name. Tell us that name one more again.
Ooh.
It's money. Royal Cromwell.
Royal Cromwell.
Sound like white man money.
Yeah.
Hey.
Royal Cromwell. And tell me your name again.
Sheree Perry.
Sheree Perry. All right. We really thank y'all. We clear, my man.
Oh, yeah, we good to go.
I don't media in the
Bye,
building.
y'all.
Appreciate it.
Bye.